Hello and welcome, this is Melskinner, and we're back with some more Into the Breach. I just started with the first island, and so far we're doing alright with the objectives, but this is a pretty hard squad to figure out, and I think we're going to still have some getting used to their abilities. Alright, looks like we can go here, kill at least 7 enemies, protect the coal plant. Now, we do have an achievement that's kind of counter to that, where we have to kill fewer than 3 enemies. And honestly, my squad is just, I don't think, set up to kill. And then we have this, kill 4 enemies inflicted with acid. And again, kind of the same issue there. So I think we go with the defend the train. Again, I'm trying to get perfect islands, because if we can get 3 perfect islands, then I get an achievement. And we do need achievements to be able to get the next squad. So I think this is a doable one for us, and it will give us some much needed corporate rep. Okay, so in this case, put you nearby. We kind of want this set up so that the mirror mech is going to be in a spot to be able to hit the ice mech, but I don't know, with the way the train is, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. So I'm going to try my best, but okay, we've got a pod, which I definitely want. As that is part of the achievements. I actually do have to get that if I want to do the achievements. The biggest problem with doing the whole thing where I line up, I don't know. Yeah, we do need a space in front of us. Okay. Well, I could go here and I could knock this guy offline, which would get me that taken care of. I could freeze this guy, or I could turn his attack. I think we freeze this guy, honestly. Yeah, we freeze this guy. We turn this guy's attack, and we shoot this guy. Now, unfortunately, when I shoot him, he'll get pushed, so the attack won't land on him, but I think that's the best move we have in front of us. Because I don't think anything else is going to work out, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll turn this guy's attack. Come over, pick up the pod, just get that out of the way. Do that. And then here, I feel like we have no choice but to freeze this guy. So, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, well, that's going to be the first turn. Now, this guy needs to be thawed out and actually removed, or the train will hit him. So, maybe that wasn't the best plan. Now that I think about it. As a matter of fact, I may have just screwed myself. We can shoot him, which will actually push him too. So, honestly, it's not the end of the world. The real problem that I have is just that I actually can't stop a lot of this damage that's about to happen to the train, so we might lose the train anyway. I mean, I could kill this guy, and I could do some damage to this guy. If I could get here with my push, what is the word I'm looking for? The mirror mech, I could unleash both of these guys. But I think we're going to lose the train here, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. There's too many enemies to deal with, and I don't have the means to really deal with them, because they blocked me out. I can kill this guy, preventing his damage, but that's literally all I can do, so... And that puts me in the spot that I want to be in to tackle the other stuff. And I have no means of stopping this guy, so... And thawing him out, or like hitting him out of the ice so he could freeze somebody wouldn't do me any good either. So I think we're pretty much screwed here. No matter what I do, this train's gonna take damage. So I'm just gonna do what I can. That sucks. It really does, because that means that we are gonna fail our objectives, and one of my achievements that I'm trying to strive for is just already failed. But there's nothing I can do about it, because this is such a hard squad to use. So there goes the train. Oh, now we have to defend the damaged train. But, I mean, it still means that we failed the objective, so... And see, like, for example, I could thaw this guy out, or I could knock him out with the mirror mech, but then I'd just be hitting the same guy that I just froze. So what good would that do me? I think in this case, we hit this guy to kill him. And we freeze this guy so he doesn't do any damage to our power grid. And this guy's gonna take some damage. Not much though, just the one. We have to move in a way though that I don't... Oh, you know what? That's actually... No, I do want to move here. Freeze ourselves. And then... I mean, it doesn't matter. This is the last turn anyway. We just push him off of us so we take less damage here. Alright, well that sucks, but we did manage to at least have the train survive, but that doesn't mean we didn't get a perfect island. It's just kind of the difficulty of this particular squad. And I don't think I'm any closer to getting any of our achievements that we're trying to get either. Alright, well we get the pod. That's going to at least make things work out for us a little bit better, maybe. Okay, so... There is a achievement not to equip pilots. And, you know, as far as achievements go, I mean, we could take a look at our achievements here and figure out what we have the best chance of pulling off here. So... I obviously am not going to be doing the 3 perfect island thing. That's not possible. So this one's already X'd out. We can't do this one because I haven't been destroying the time pods. I wasn't going to do that. More than likely, unless I really absolutely need the achievements. Okay, so this one is finish 3 corporate islands without powering a weapon modification. So we could do that one as well. And then... The other one that I'm thinking of is, I don't know if it's listed here, because I don't think this is every achievement listed here, but there's one where you do not put in a pilot or a weapon. Oh, actually, it's right here, trusted equipment. So if we wanted to do that one, I have to not use that pilot we just got. Now, I believe it's under 3 islands, though, so once we get past that point, then it doesn't matter anymore. Now, the one thing that does say... We did get a reactor core. It says don't power any weapons. As long as we don't power here, and I just power our raw stats, then that should be fine. And there's really not that much that I can power that I feel like we'd really want to do. So, in this case, I feel like we just really need maybe health, really. So, who would we need health on? Well... I think either here or here would be a wise move, and considering that we've already got him all the way leveled up, and we're not going to likely get any power here, let's go ahead and install it here. And as we will see here, that shouldn't have made me fail this. Yeah, so as long as we don't do any weapon modification powering, we're fine. Okay, so we have one more to do. I guess I'm going to do this one. Because out of the ones that we have here, I think this one's more achievable for us. Although it's high threat, which I really don't want to do. We're not going to get a perfect island anyway, though, so... I guess we go for broke on this one. Okay, so we have to defend both power plants. And we have to take less than 3 grid damage. All sounds good to me. Okay. So again... Gonna be tricky with the group I've got, but I'm gonna try. Reflection is gonna work well on the alphas, I think. to prevent their damage. Okay, so is there a way that I can put myself in a spot where I could freeze somebody, but then also be able to knock my guy out of the freeze? Okay, well, first things first, we've got 3 guys attacking our areas, so we have to take care of that. So, unfortunately, okay. You're attacking here. Well, I don't think I can stop much of this damage. I do have an option if I move here, I could freeze this guy. That would stop that damage. I should have given my my mirror mech movement. I'm starting to realize that his lack of movement is really starting to cost me pretty dearly. So you only have 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. So in theory, I could move here. And then I would be able to kill this guy. The problem is, I have to stand here to stop this guy's damage, which sucks, but what can you do? So, almost killing that guy and reversing his attack so it's harmless, and then we come over here, knocking this guy into the mountain, killing him. And then his attack wasn't on anything other than one of my mechs, which we moved, so... So the likelihood we're going to knock this guy out of the ice, pretty much non-existent, so... Another option is to use the freeze, but be standing in a spot we know we're going to get hit. I guess. So this guy's attack is meaningless. This guy's isn't. So I could flip this guy's damage and make him hit his own guy. We could shoot this guy off of his damage. And again, well, we'd hit the own guy, but this guy would hit him first, so he'd... Well, no, that would drop, hitting him, then he would kill him. His damage doesn't matter. I honestly think that's a pretty good move. So we do this one. Oh yeah, that's right. He wouldn't die because of the armor. Matter of fact, the armor would protect him from his friend's damage too. Well, I mean, it's the move we've got, so it's the move we're going to take. We can't get out this guy this turn anyway, so... Have him flip his damage, so now he's going to hit his own guy, but it's not going to do any damage because he has armor. And then we're going to repair our frozen state. And end turn. I don't know how many enemy I've killed at this point, but I might strive to not kill any more. Let's see where we are on that. Doesn't tell me how many I've killed, and I don't recall. I think I've killed 1, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna try and not kill any more, but see, the problem is I have to be able to get to the enemies to stop them. And I just can't do that. This guy's damage doesn't really matter. I can sidestep that. This guy's damage doesn't really matter, but this guy's damage does matter, and I can't get to him. I could freeze this guy, but that's just about it. And that means I'm going to have to kill 2 units to stop this one guy's attack, which I really don't want to have to do, but it's the only option I have open to me. Other than that, I just take what damage is going to happen and live with it, which honestly is an option. You know what? Let's just get the achievement. Screw it. We're going to lose power grid, but, you know, it happens. We can stop some of this damage. If I could get over a little bit more, just 1 more, I would have been able to get to a spot to freeze this guy, but unfortunately, I'm just not in that spot. Your attack's going to go here. Oh, yeah, that's right. So we'll freeze this guy. Okay. And then we'll use this attack push him. Oh. Oh, I cannot stop this damage. Take 2 power grid then? I mean, we still have another turn after this too. Jeez. That one objective to limit how many enemies I kill is pretty much 1, 2, 3. I can't stop this damage. I should have just killed this guy and not worried about it. Because now I'm going to lose power grid that I shouldn't have lost. And I can't kill this guy either. Jeez. I mean, this sucks. We're losing power grid we shouldn't lose, but I made a wrong move here. I should have frozen this guy, I should have killed this guy, and I should have just not worried about that one achievement, and I was thinking about that achievement, and that's what screwed me. But most of these attacks are meaningless. They're just attacking things that don't really matter. So we did fail that one achievement, though, so yeah, this squad is just very, very difficult to properly use. I am really struggling to get them. I guess we'll just shoot this guy and kill him. Did he already move? I don't remember moving him. Huh. I may have moved him and not realized I moved him. It doesn't matter. None of this attacks matter, so we'll just end turn. So this kind of sucked, but oh well. All right, yeah. We're struggling with this one. Hopefully we can, as I said, hopefully we can get more achievements done here, because right now it's not looking good. This achievement just seems extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. This one is also extremely difficult. This one's more doable, but it's very situational. And I have to do 3 achievements, which I'm not doing too hot on that one right now. Okay, I guess we should stick to this guy. So we have to destroy the Firefly leader and protect the corporate tower. Now, that does kind of go into the face of me trying to not kill enemies. I think with some of these runs, you just have to do the achievements and not really worry about... And see, with him, reversing his attack, what would that do? It would just put it right where it was, right? So in this case, I'm really not sure what I do here. I think I should freeze this guy, but then of course thawing my guy out or knocking him out of his ice is gonna be, you know, not really possible. Because again, I just be knocking the guy out of ice that I just froze. So how is that an intelligent plan? Not really. So you just have to have like the enemy line up perfect for you. Which they're not going to be inclined to do, so... It's just frustrating. This is a frustrating group to play with. Because, you know, they're not giving it to me. If he wanted to give it to me, he'd go here, and then I'd be able to hit him and do something useful. But as it stands, fortunately... And see, look, we almost have the ability to kill 3 guys in one shot if I could, you know, again, line that up, because we could kill 2 here. But of course, I have already blown through my 1 achievement. But again, now you gotta... I mean, maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. I don't know. So kill this guy to stop him damaging our power grid anymore, and we've already blown through our 1 achievement. I feel like you have to do that achievement early, too, so the fact that we haven't done it... I don't know if we're ever going to do it. Okay, so here's a situation where I might be able to get this thing to work for me, but I've already not fired a turn, so it really doesn't matter at this point. But it's still probably a good idea to do it this way. Now, unfortunately, I think I just have to take this damage because if I allow this guy to flip his attack, he'll let the leader out. Which I know we have a thing to destroy him. I'm not going to even bother because the only guy that can do any damage is him, and I just don't think it's going to happen. So, all right. This is just a frustrating squad, for sure. I mean, I think we can win islands. If I just play the game, I think we could do that. But I think doing the achievements is what's going to be very difficult. All right. Well, in this case, I think the right move is to move here. Freeze this guy. And then we use a double shot to knock these guys off of us. We use this guy to come over here, do that. And that's it. So, unfortunately, we only get 1 of our objectives, but we didn't have a perfect island anyway, so... I think we're just going to have to go with... the achievements that... maybe we can do, like, don't use the pilot, don't upgrade any weapons. I mean, that does make the game tougher on you. We'll just have to see. But in any case, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.